Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So, as we head into 2014, I want to draw your attention to a story that was on CNBC, and it was about a little salad company, and it's called Sweet Green. And basically what they do is it's like a fast food place for salads. And they create farm-to-table salads. They stress organic, local product. They've got I think it's 22 outlets up and down the East Coast. They were started in 2007 by 3 Georgetown University graduates. Those guys used to go into foreign affairs and politics and government work and diplomatic work and stuff like that. Now they're going into the food industry. Anyway, what's interesting about this is these 3 graduates have just found themselves on the business end of a $22 million investment from a company called Revolution Growth. And now Revolution Growth was started by a guy named Steve Case. You may know that name. Steve Case is the guy who started America Online. He knows a little bit of something about the future. And basically what Steve Case is thinking is that he wants to jump on the bandwagon of companies that he thinks are basically fundamentally changing food in America. And in fact, when you look on his website, basically what he says is that when he sees Sweet Green, he sees Chipotle, he sees Starbucks, and he sees that kind of growth potentially in the future. And I think that's really interesting. I mean, $22 million isn't a ton of money, but it's certainly enough to generate some interest. They may not just be a 22 million or a 22 unit chain for very long. I think we're going to see a lot of these kinds of investments as more and more investment private equity groups become more interested in the food industry. And listen, I've thought for a long time that some of the big threats that are going to come down the pike, that are going to face traditional food retailers, may come from companies or from people that aren't even on anybody's radar right now. I think that's incredibly likely. I mean, when you think about it, it's not that long ago that Walmart and Amazon didn't sell groceries. Heck, it's not that long ago that Amazon didn't even exist. And basically the rule of thumb is this: if it can happen, and it probably will happen, and when it happens, it's going to be competition. Everybody's got to deal with it. So here's the message going into 2014 as we end the current year. Okay, you got to invest. Invest in your company, invest in your people, invest in the people who are on the front lines of your company, who are creating relationships with customers, who are responsible for how you are seen. You got to find the niches out there, and then you got to turn those niches into big opportunities that can really differentiate your company in the marketplace. You can't just do what everybody else is doing. You got to differentiate yourself. You got to find the things that make you unique. And you have to understand that on a daily basis, this has to be the process. It's got to be organic to the way the company operates. I can't help but say it one more time in 2013. Compete is a verb. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning, and as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.